Welcome back, everybody. It's time for What's Bugging You with Truly Nolan. Now, did you know termites are routinely spotted throughout Jacksonville this time of year? Well, Truly Nolan Pest Control's Kevin Dismore is here to explain why termites remain strong in Jacksonville despite being well past swarm season and the steps you can take to help keep a small problem from becoming a huge one. And I can tell you firsthand, it really can become a big problem real quickly. So yes. Kevin, thank you so very much for being here
today.
Thanks,
David. Appreciate it.
Good to have you here as always. So before we discuss why termites are active right now, can you describe the main types of termites viewers in the Jacksonville area may encounter?
Sure. So they break down into two types of termites, drywood termites and subterranean termites.
Okay.
Subterranean termites come from the ground. Drywood termites can live anywhere. So outside of that, there's other types of termites, but that's the two main termites.
Kind of. Okay, cool. Yes, it's kind of like with beer, there's ales and lagers, and then everything else goes inside
That's
of that.
right.
I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, so when is Jacksonville's typical swarm season, and why would termites remain active many months after that normal swarm period?
Sure. So termites swarm really all year. It's dependent on weather, temperature, humidity. Every termite swarms at a different time. Some swarm several times a year. But the swarm is just the colony growing. They're spreading. They want to grow, start new colonies. Termites eat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So the swarm is just letting you know you probably have a problem. But if you're not seeing swarmers, that doesn't mean anything. They can be in your walls eating all year round.
Yes. Okay, so how many billions of dollars in damage do they cause worldwide each year, and can you describe a little bit of the damage?
Sure. So worldwide, it's estimated over $40 billion. Here in our nation, it's $5 billion, none of which is covered by homeowner insurance.
Man, come on.
So that's all out-of-pocket expense to the homeowner. And I'm sorry, what was the second question? The money gets me.
Yeah, no, and describe the damage for us. So like,
like
describe what I'm kind of. You have examples here, so kind of walk us through.
Yes. So this is drywood damage.
I've seen a lot of this.
Yes, and this is where you get the smooth galleries. So they can be eating on that piece of wood. I know the viewers can't see that, but they can be eating on a piece of wood not connected to the ground. They can be anywhere in your house. They just leave behind frass, little pellets. Yeah. Subterranean termites, those are the ones, more common termite, those are the ones that leave the mud behind. So this is a tree stump. This is an actual tree stump that was eaten by subterranean termites. That's what's left. This is from Formosan subterranean termites. This is a carton nest. So they took all that. That's all mud. Everything in there is mud. They took all that from the ground and brought that up into a customer's home.
Get out of here.
Yeah, created a colony inside the walls. So not only do you have to look for them in the ground, but they can also bring the mud right up into your home. Yeah. Tricky guys.
Freaking me out, dude. Like, really?
Yes, really, yep.
There's so much more of a pain in the cheeks than you would give them credit for, huh?
Yes, and the problem with the termites is most people don't think about termites until you see a hole poke out in your wall, and by that time you're looking at $5,000 to $20,000 in damage.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's best just to prevent them. You can always call us for a free complimentary inspection if you're curious that you may or may not have termites, but it's always best just to prevent them.
Gotcha.
Save you a lot of money.
All right, so because there are some folks that are watching right now that I know for sure are having some termite issues.
Sure.
How do they get a hold of you?
You can call us at 904-737-5050 or always go to our website, Jacksonville, at trulynolan.com.
Right on. Okay, so like one last question. Okay, so I have one last question. This is going straight off the cuff here. Can they fly?
Yes, so that's the swarmers that you're seeing. So that's usually what generates our phone calls. But again, the swarmers, it's not a problem. The swarmer, they don't eat wood. They just fly. They're trying to start their own colony.
Whoa, weird.
It's the colony that is the issue. I think they're showing some on TV there. That's that's the ones that are eating the wood. So the swarmers are not an issue. But luckily they do swarm because most people don't know they have termites until they see the swarm.
Right. Okay. So if you see that swarm and you see these little dudes flying around, it's time to give you a call.
Yeah, it's kind of late then. The swarm. Once you've seen the swarm, the termites have been there for 3 to 5 years. So you don't want to wait until you see a swarm.
All right, Kevin, you've freaked me out. You scared the life out of me. All right, so one more time, give us that phone number.
904-737-5050.
Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate it.